the women going to the media is how Harvey Weinstein got locked up, but we were laughing because Harvey's the only one that's ever gotten in trouble. Like, Harvey's got to be in prison. Like, are
He's
you
the only one that went to jail.
When Cosby got out, he's like, are you kidding me?
There's a strike and end, guys.
Guys, we gotta end the strike. I've relapsed on murder so hard. I'm starting to watch ugly people's murders. I've gotten through all the hot people murders.
I was wondering if did you take any enhancement substances?
Yeah, she took this, that, and the third.
All of them. Hello, Insannies, Woodies, Shoodies, Coodies. Oh, that's a good one. We just made new ones. Shoodies and Coodies. Woodies. We love you here at Anniewood. You know me from Grand Theft Auto, not the new one, the last one. You know me from Trash Tuesday. You know me from Joe Rogan Experience. You know me from Mark Maron's podcast. You know me from Girl Code.
And now you know
Chelsea
we're from
Living,
Anniewood.
And now you know me from Anniewood.
And we're growing, guys. We're getting
growing.
so many people that are coming in. It's amazing. Our numbers are great. And
what we'd really love from you is to just click that bell so you always get a notification. Let's keep
click
this.
Click the like to comment. Comment good things, because if you comment things with certain words, you'll get filtered out. So comment just good things.
We don't listen. We show our dents. We don't allow you to dent us. Okay, so go elsewhere. To the Trash Tuesday page. I get my insults in one place, and that is the Trash Tuesday YouTube section. But yeah, just click the bell. We want to make sure you never miss any of these.
Like we said last week, we reached over 100,000 subscribers, but we're still at like that 50%, 50-50. So 50 of you guys still aren't subscribed, so subscribe.
Subscribe, enjoy. We really are just here to have a good time, and we love you watching us and being with us.
And we're going to take over this whole YouTube thing is going to be taken over by Anniewood.
Yeah, it's going to be called Anniewood.com /YouTube.
Or maybe we should get that website before someone takes it. Anyway, where are you going to be this week?
Oh, you guys, I've been having such a good time on the road. I have been preparing for my special, and I have met a few little... not hurdles. It's nothing bad. It's just we have to move the special from the weekend that we were originally going to film it. And we're going to be filming it locally at the local Comedy Store in Hollywood, in my favorite room in the country, the original room. So it's going to be very comfy and awesome. Those dates are getting worked out right now. And there were just a few production and club issues, but I will still be in La Jolla. So the stand shows in New York are also being pushed to a later date, and we'll get back to those, but it'll be in the next month or two. You can see me next in Austin, Texas at the Vulcan Gas Company. I peeked in there for a second a couple weekends ago, and I went and hung out at the mothership. It's so cute. I'm going to be at the Vulcan Gas Company October 6th and 7th, and maybe lurking in the halls in the green room at other clubs. I will be in La Jolla at the Comedy Store October 13th and 14th. It's going to be amazing. Come anyway. I'm going to be in San Jose at the Improv November 17th and 18th, and Houston, Texas at the Houston Improv December 15th and 16th. Now, somewhere in between there is going to be my special, and I will let you guys know. We're going to do 4 shows. Come out. It's going to be the best. It's going to be so exciting. I want it to be a little bit of an Anniewood love fest is the plan, but I'm very excited. So come see the show. And then after the special's out, I'm so excited. I'm going to have all new material. And yeah, I've been just dealing with excitement and fear and all of that. Todd?
That's beautiful. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to Anniewood.
It's been a wild week in Hollywood.
Ooh, it's been wild. It's wild to be back. We're back with another solo episode. Just me and my sweet girl.
I'm so happy to be back with my beau and Hollywood.
We had some good guests on lately.
Oh, it's been so fun.
Who was the last 3? We had Gareth, we had Jason, and...
Marin before that? Or who else was before it?
Who was before that? Was it a girl?
Was Nikki or Marin?
Nikki
before?
Was way.
Way?
Maybe it was Jordan.
Oh, it was Jordan. Oh my God, whose special just came out. Watch her special on YouTube. I love Jordan Jensen. I think that the last 3 episodes, and even before, honestly, I think every time I've had a guest on here, it's been so fun because it does feel like I'm getting to know people on a deeper level and really kind of falling in love with people. Jordan Jensen was one of those where I was just like, I love this girl. I have your back for life. I love you. She's so funny. I was already a fan of hers just from her clips online, but she's so cool. We had such a good time. And then Jason, I love Jason Ellis. He's so open and so weird and so crazy.
He is very open.
That's his beehole. No, he's like, I don't know. He's such a star. It's just so fun to talk to him. He's so cool. I was definitely doing I will say the past 3 episodes, I've just been texting people days after reminiscing about the good old times on Anniewood. And then we had Gareth Reynolds, who he is so funny. We just laughed the entire time. Todd and I were like quoting things from the show all week.
Yeah, that was great. So comment, guys, what is your favorite one for the past 3? What is your favorite guest? Put it in
Which
the
is
comments.
your favorite guest been? And did you miss an episode? Go back and watch them. You're going to like all of them. I promise.
And then while you're there, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a subscribe, and then hit that bell.
Share with some friends. Share it with some friends.
So where have you been the last week? Where have you been? What have you been doing?
I went to Austin, as I said in my dates. I went to Austin. Bonnie McFarlane was doing The Creek in the Cave, so I went to do some shows and hang out with my girl and go over some of my jokes. I want to do my special. And then I went and hung out at the mothership. It was so cute. Got to see all my friends.
Oh.
It was really...
You saw Tony?
I saw Tony. I saw Tony's apartment. It's nice.
Is it an apartment? Why do you say it like
condo.
apartment?
It's a condo. It's a condo.
Does he have that picture of him as the Joker on the wall?
He does have a picture of himself on the wall. Someone made him like a gun that's a microphone.
Okay. Because his words are like bullets.
Yeah. Because his words go. Cut that out.
Oh my
Bleep
God.
it. Bleep it. Don't cut it out. People will know. But honestly, I love my cocky little Tony. It was so good to see him.
I wish I could have gone.
Tony and Yoni, he was actually so sad you were there. He, by the way, said that we have to go some weekend, and on Sundays he's now like a river guy. So we go out on his rich friend's boat.
Guy. That's how I relate to Tony that way. He just decides he's things and he's just that thing. That's the way I am.
Tony is Tony's personality is so much, but I have known him and I will say he has been fully consistent and he's something I can count on.
Like if Tony decided to be a reptile guy, he'd be into it as hard as I went into it.
He would.
He'd be like, dude, I got 6 snakes.
Did we talk about the Corvette on here?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I can't brag about that more. It's like I needed more attention for it. But it's just, it was really fun. So I hung out with Tony, and then Schultz was in town. So I hung out with Schultz. And
that's beautiful. And then where'd you go after that?
Saw Curtis.
Oh my gosh, she doesn't even remember where she went after that.
No, I'm just trying to see. I want to shout everyone out I was hanging out with. It was cool. It was a cool group. Mike Gibbons was there, who does a podcast with Greg Fitzsimmons.
Oh,
and Mike Gibbons is funny. He's very cool. And his girlfriend, who's like way super hot. Not way. It sounds like I was gonna say way hotter than, but not like way hot. I was gonna be like way hot, way hot. Yeah, and I met the guy who's doing the mural at your mom's house studios, who's a cool artist. And then, it was just really fun. I just had a great time. Bonnie's hilarious. Bonnie is like one of the funniest people alive. And it's just always a pleasure to share the stage with my girl. I love her.
That's beautiful.
We went to an Abraham Hicks thing. Me, Bonnie, and my parents went to Philadelphia, went to Abraham Hicks. I realized, okay, did we talk about this yet?
No.
Okay, so Abraham Hicks is like,
the scariest thing you've ever heard. It's the most terrifying thing you've ever heard. You ever did hear.
just type into Google Abraham Hicks and then like something. Like you could go Abraham Hicks, like concentration.
So explain what she is and what she does.
She is like a channeler. So it's like her name is Esther Hicks, and then Abraham Hicks is like, are you looking this up? Okay.
Yeah, I started looking up.
Give me a log line for her. It's hard to explain.
What is a log line?
You would love
like a synopsis.
Oh my God. Are you in Hollywood or not?
Hardly, Annie. Come on.
I'll give the synopsis. It's a
I know that
woman that channels a ghost, like her ancestor ghost.
It's not a ghost.
And it talks through her
it's
on stage.
A medium.
It's your spirit. No. He got it completely wrong. There's no ghosts.
He's a ghost.
Oh my God. It's your inner being. It's like channeling like the inner beings of everyone.
But isn't Abraham Hicks like her ancestor?
I don't think so. I think they just have the same last name because it's like,
oh my God.
She just channeled that name.
And the scariest part is that all of
I say abracadabra.
the scariest part is all the videos of her are like made with like this weird like cartoon maker. So it's just like a weird little cartoon.
Wait, did someone else make that? Is there like an AI thing that makes those, you think?
No, someone just makes them, but they don't try to make them scary, but it's scary as hell.
But she has like her YouTube channel and then those get ripped. Like those are like illegal. Those aren't hers.
Yeah,
those are like a bunch of different. It's like how Theo Von's like
but those
very
are the
rarely
ones you watch.
Because they're cute. I like them.
And it's scary.
I love cartoons.
It's just like these cartoons, and it's like, Jim channeling a ghost through my body.
There's no ghost.
And you're like, what the hell?
There's no ghost.
Damn.
There's no ghost.
Spooky.
I don't know who to believe.
Spooky
so
like
it's
that.
Scary?
No, it's awesome.
Oh.
It's cool. It's helpful. It makes you happy.
Oh, I'm into that.
It's weird. I can't believe that you and Bianca don't. Abraham X. You're gonna love it.
She might know already, but I'll get on.
You're gonna love it. But so Abraham X, basically, you go to the show and then people raise their hand and she calls different people up and they tell her what they're dealing with and then she kind of like channels. Esther channels Abraham and tells you what's up.
Okay.
It's good. It's positive.
What if she was channeling Abraham Lincoln?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
What if Abraham Hicks
scores and 7 years ago?
It's just if Abraham Lincoln got shot here, where it's like a hickey.
I don't think he got shot here. I think he got shot here.
No, I'm saying in this version, he got shot right there.
Did he catch it right in the forehead?
I think in the back of the head, and it came out his forehead.
Oh my God.
Ooh, the front row was like a Gallagher concert.
Yeah, they were like, yeesh.
Like, we wish we had a poncho on for this one.
Hey, by the way, cornstarch.
Oh, thank you. Cornstarch, when I was a waitress, I used to have to wear these like black leggings. Thank you, ADD. I would chafe so bad that my legs would like be bleeding, my thighs, and it would just be so painful and hurt so bad to like run around because you're doing like 20,000 steps when you're a waiter. Why are you looking away?
This came out of nowhere. We're talking about Abraham.
Cornstarch.
Oh, she said, remind me cornstarch right before we started.
And then we'll go back. It was weird. He didn't wait for us to finish the story.
Hey, I thought we were done. I got poor.
It was certainly not done. And his frontal lobe is not well. And we know that. It's
not fully developed. I'm going to get there.
His frontal lobe is just Lisa Loeb and they're singing, stay, you say. So I was chafing. You're lucky to be here.
I'm trying to keep this on the ropes.
You're welcome. No, give it up for Todd, everybody. We love Todd. Usually it's just laughter in the background that's pissing you all off.
Now but it's in your ears.
I love when he's in your ears and he's just so cute. He's so cute. You were laughing in your sleep again last night.
Really?
I was up panicking.
I had the scariest dream
really?
last night. I don't really remember what it was. It was so spooky.
You don't remember?
I don't remember,
was
but I remember
Abraham
being
Hicks?
Like, terrified. It could have been Abraham Hicks coming
oh
in
my
and getting
God.
me.
Getting you? What's wrong with you? He watches murder and then he's like, it's Abraham Hicks that's giving me the nightmares. The lady that's just like, be happy for everyone. Your inner beings would never want you to dislike people. She's a positive source of light and love. The Christians don't like her. That's why you should like her.
Christians don't like her because she's summoning the devil.
Why did you make it like she had the top and bottom of the shaft and the...
She's summoning him.
She had the whole recorder in her hand. Anyway.
What do you think Abraham looks like if you had to guess? Like when you picture like Abraham talking
interesting.
through her,
sometimes when my shaman gives me like breath work things, we do visualizations and he's like, your inner being is walking towards you in a field.
Imagine what he looks like.
And I'm like, I always see like a
white guy.
No, it's like a light. It's like a light of a different color, man. He's never like, but it is a man. I don't like that it's a man.
A different color man or a different color man?
Or colored man.
His last name is Colorman.
Philip Colorman.
No. I said collar. He's got a collar, a dog collar. He's a dog.
Well, that's nice because Aaron Rodgers, what he sees is a dark man with a hat. So you've got a colored man with a collar.
Do you think it's the ayahuasca's fault that he had a career-ending injury?
I don't know, but I still think about that dark man. That scares me just as much as Abraham Hicks. That's what I see when I think of Abraham Hicks, the dark man.
And the hat. It's like that the dark man has a hat.
I mean, that's so funny that he told everyone that that's what he sees when he does ayahuasca.
Well, it's just funny. Your ayahuasca stories are so ridiculous, and it's just like so funny to tell that many people your ayahuasca story. Like, I've told it to a lot of people, but I'm not Aaron Rodgers on Rogan. Do you know what I mean? People are like, oh, another comedian, Skip. Like, Aaron Rodgers, they're like, what's up with this guy? That was just global.
He's like, I saw a dark man with a hat.
And then he just looks scared all the time now. We keep catching pictures of him like he's like.
Yeah, he's terrified now.
That's so true.
So I was waitressing and I was chafing. And so I realized like cornstarch might help like.
Squish it up.
So they would like, be smooth. So I had to like convince the kitchen guys to give me cornstarch. And it was hard to convince them because they were like, it didn't go through the thing. I'm like, just give it to me. And sorry, FaceTime. So they finally give it to me in this little cup and I'm using it and I stash it in like this little box thing that they have in the bathroom. And I go back to it every, when I need it because it's so hard to get it from the kitchen. And at one point, the manager, this guy, Mitch, like pulls it out. He comes out of the bathroom. He's like, whose is this? What is this? And whose is this? And he calls everyone. He's like reaming everyone like, whose is this? I guess he thought it was like Coke or something. What is this? And why is it in the bathroom? And I was like, gonna just be like, it's not mine. And then the chef was like, that's Annie's. And I had to like tell him about my chafing. Is that a bad story? I thought it was a good story.
No, my chefs used to put cornstarch on their balls all the time.
On their balls?
Yeah, because it would get so sweaty.
Guys, this is when I have something to tell you. I have balls.
Wait,
that's weird that your chefs never did that. My chefs always did that.
Well, maybe they were like, why is a girl doing it?
It feels good.
I didn't want to be like, I have like open wounds because my thighs touch. I have the opposite of a thigh gap because I'm a real woman. Real women bleed, okay? Not from the hole, from the sides.
Well, anyway, there's a lot going on in Hollywood these days.
What was it? No, what were we talking about that Mike Evans interrupted? We weren't
Abraham.
Okay, so I went to the live event. So you like raise your hand, she brings someone up. And like the first guy goes up and he's like, she calls this guy up and he's like, I'm just really worried about men. And all you can hear, like, it's mostly women, a collective, like the women are like, are we about to like literally hear a guy complain about being a guy?
Oh my
goodness. And he goes, there's 60% of valedictorians are women, but 100% used to be men. Where are all the men valedictorians that the women took over from? And women were so mad. The women were so mad. And then she basically coached them to be like, why are you like worrying about people that aren't you? And why are you assuming bad things are happening to people or whatever? Just focus on your own vibrations and happiness or whatever.
What did he say?
I can't remember what he said, but it was like, it was wild.
Was he like, oh?
No, he kept trying to push about how much a victim he is. And I mean, it was crazy. Like he said the valedictorian thing about women and everyone clapped. And then he was like, but what about, where did the men go? It's like,
can alpha men be victims for once?
But then everyone she picked up was like a bald white guy. And you could see all the women, like, it was very funny. The women were pissed. And I realized that I need special treatment from all of my gurus and I can't. We were sitting too far back. I would have been so happy if my dad had gone up there or my mom or someone and said something. I would have been humiliated to go up, to be honest, because mine would have been too specific.
Oh my goodness.
Mine would have been like, I have a podcast, Anniewood. Did you guys watch it? I'd be like, I want more subscribers. I want more of this. I'd be like, I'm shooting a special at the Comedy Store.
But then where'd you go after you went to Austin?
I flew from Austin to New Mexico and I went to a rave and I raved with a bunch of 40-plussers and I realized that's who the raves are for. They weren't.
And then
for
what
the
did you
children.
have a dream about?
Let's just, I just want to talk about the rave. It was very fun. One of my friend Abby, I saw a lot of my old friends. We camped out in the desert. I got my dirty boots. They're still sitting outside our house.
Oh, they're dirty and someone's going to steal them.
But I looked cute. I had great rave outfits. I danced. Guys, you know I don't dance. I danced for hours and hours and hours. I had so much fun.
Give us a taste
I'll show a video. No,
You
I
have
did
a
rave
video?
dancing. I was like, ding, ding, ding. I was just doing that.
You went like this?
I was like, look at the ball.
What is that? Remember those commercials with the ball? And they were like, it's Yoshugo. What was it called? Mike Evans, you
yeah,
gotta
what
know
was
it.
that?
I don't know
Remember
this.
when it was like, it's Yoshugo? It's like, it's the anti-gravity ball. What the hell was it called?
I've never seen that.
You never seen it? It was like one of those like
From when we were kids?
commercials, yeah, that played on at like in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's Foshigi, and there was a guy that was just like,
There was
"Look
a
at
kid
this."
that looks exactly like you.
Yeah, exactly. And he was like, it's an anti-gravity ball, and then you'd buy it, and it was literally just like a glass ball, and you're like, what the hell? It was
Oh,
like
and it's
30
like really
bucks.
like they're highly skilled. Whoever was playing with that.
Well, you just go like this. You just
Yeah.
turn. It doesn't look like it's spinning when it's spinning. That's the only
Oh, cute.
scientific thing.
Well, I used to have a
And they would be
gyroscope.
like,
I used to have a gyroscope.
gyroscope.
There was a gyroscope. I got it when I was rock climbing. When I was 19, I was like a butch lesbian looking rock climber. I mean, I
Oh
really
my
was wearing,
God.
I was wearing hiking boots like as fashion. But anyway, to build my forearms, I had this gyroscope thing and it had like a little,
Don't show too much of those forearms.
because my Adeligo or whatever it's called.
The insides.
I swear I shower. I just haven't scrubbed. This is an old spray tan. This was at a rave. The spray tan survived a rave. It survived Austin. It survived a couple episodes of Anniewood.
Places.
I just had the most fun. I'm rave sober is what I realized. I'm not California sober. I'm rave sober. I only do rave drugs.
So I was wondering if did you take any enhancement substances?
Yeah, she took
I
this,
took
that, and the third.
all of them. I had the time of my life. I was like, I love raves. All my friends were playing them, so it was fun. And then you wanted to like support your friends, and then you're like, my last friend was playing at 4:45 in the morning. I was like, oh my God. So we were just up
Doing
dancing.
the Fushigi ball.
I was like, I was dancing crazy.
Guys, put in the comments, let me know if you guys know what the Fushigi ball is. It might be called something else, but.
Fushigi sounds cute though. Fushigi.
And then tell us what dream you had
And then
or
I
vision.
closed my eyes. I went to go to bed just so I could have a couple hours before the sun came up. I closed my eyes.
It's so depressing when you're up and the sun
Oh, I have
comes up.
actually another story to tell of this rave, which I forgot. Because Todd was afraid I was going to get raved. Imagine we replaced one of those words.
Letters.
I mean, letters. You love when you're the smart one. We're in trouble when Todd's the smart one, but it's okay. When Mike Evans is the smart one, we're all really screwed. But anyway, so when I was closing my eyes to go to sleep, I saw a rainbow snake and it was like going around like this. And hold, because I got to tell my rave story.
saying nothing.
Remember, rave is there's a different letter in it. Rave.
And then remember Rainbow Snake.
And then remember rainbow snake and cornstarch. Okay, so Todd was worried I was going to get unconsensually.
Listen, I heard stories, people sneaking into tents, doing things.
He was afraid of me. I was going to get tented. And I was like, there's no way. Like, come on. I'm like with my friends. He goes, those are the ones that do it.
They're the ones.
But
It's
there were a
always
lot
the
of people I
ones you
didn't
know.
know there. There were a lot of people I didn't know there. And there were like a lot of people that I did know, which was cool. But they had like a tent where there was like all of these like kind of like lounges you could sit on. So I just like left my friend on the dance floor and just was like, I'm going to relax. You know, I took a little Moby, pretend those words are different. I mean, letters.
Oh my God. What is Moby?
Pretend there's different letters in it. Took a little happiness. I took a little happy.
Mike Evans is still trying to figure it out. I see him.
What's going on?
I took a little jolly, if you know what I mean.
All I'm thinking about is just that bald guy Moby now.
Well, good, because a bald man comes into this story. So I lay down. I took a little jolly. I was laying down like this, okay? And this bald man comes up, dressed in all red, which is like, why is that the color you're picking? The color of blood, murder,
Color of
the bad thing that we're not allowed to say.
menstrual cycle.
Yeah, why are you trying to pander to my period? He looked like a tampon. So the human tampon comes up to me and he goes, can I lay next to you? And it's like, the answer's no, but sure, whatever, we're at a rave. So he lays down. He's like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm a comedian. I was too much on jolly to lie. I was like, I'm a comedian. And he goes, I love that Cosby bit about how he.
Not Cosby.
Yes.
Dave Chappelle bit.
Oh, God damn it.
We're in
Guys, I'm
trouble.
recovering from a rave. Okay, he's like, I love that Dave Chappelle bit. I mean, this is literally seconds after laying next to me. He goes, I love that Dave Chappelle bit about how Cosby blanks, but he also saves. I'm like, you're bringing up that bit to me at a freaking rave? I was like, yeah, man. Okay, see you later. And I go over to the dance where I tell my friend, and she's like, empty your drinks out right now. And I was like, can you be?
Also, there's so many great Dave Chappelle bits. That's
I
the
know.
one he
What
makes.
about sprinkling the crack on their head? I was like that. And it was like, I'm telling you, he just jumped right into it. And I was like, Todd's worst nightmare is coming true. But anyway, I was like,
why is that's my worst nightmare, not your worst nightmare?
I like a little fun, a little saucy sauce in the desert. I like a little dessert in the desert. But I thought that was funny. But anyway, so then I go to San Francisco the next weekend. And Todd couldn't come with me. So it was just me. And, I was a little sad about that. I was sad to be alone. It was fun. But Fisherman Wharf is so cute. San Francisco is so cute. You want to be with lovers.
It's a cute place.
So I'm kind of like already sad. And I get a call from Todd, a FaceTime from Todd. He's at the reptile store. I go, what are you looking at? Because he's like, I can tell when he's buying crickets, and I can tell when he's looking at a new snake. Okay? And we'd already made a deal that we were done. Every time I go out of town, Todd gets a reptile. I say, and then he goes, I'm done. I'm not getting any more. He's
Done.
addicted. Okay? He's a snakehead. He's not a crackhead. He's a snakehead. So I see him looking at things. He goes, oh, nothing. And I go, okay. Then he calls me later and he goes, guess what I got?
I got a Brazilian rainbow boa.
Now I hear that he got another snake and I lose my mind. I go, are you psychotic? Do you have a mental illness? What's going on here? It's just, he keeps saying he's done and then he keeps getting more. So I'm like, you got to return it. I like hang up. I'm like, you got to return it. I'm like, this is getting insane. We have an apartment. You don't understand. Should we just start selling coke? Like, I don't know. It's like, should we just start wearing robes only? It's like, this is getting crazy. When we have a house, we can have a whole zoo. I don't care. But it's a lot. So anyway, I was also just already feeling sad. So an hour passes, 2 hours maybe. I call him back. He's like, I returned the snake. And I go, okay. I go, well, what kind was it again? And then he's like, well, I got it for you. I thought you were going to be excited. It's a rainbow snake like the one you saw in your sleep, which was really an acid trip. And it was so sweet.
In a vision.
So he got it for me. Did you really get it for me?
Yes.
Or did you just say that after you got it to?
Yes.
Did you? Because it worked. He manipulated me hard.
I got it for you. You said you saw it in your dreams. And I watched a video before about a woman who keeps a bunch of snakes. And she said she started keeping snakes because she had an ayahuasca experience. And in her experience, she saw a bunch of snakes all around her.
I mean, I won't say that I haven't seen.
And it was in a podcast, and the guy that was like interviewing her, he's like, oh, that's funny because usually like if you're having like a trip where you're surrounded by a bunch of snakes, it usually would be like a negative experience. Imagine tripping balls and being like covered in snakes and being like, oh my god.
No, well, snakes symbolize like the cycle of life too. So it's like snakes like are the eternity, what do you call it? Infinity of life.
Well, they also say snakes.
They swallow their own tail.
Snakes are is like tripping. This is what Jim Morrison would say, where when you would trip, because tripping and handling snakes are kind of similar. Where if you have fear, if you're trying to handle a snake and you're scared, the snake will bite you, and it's like tripping. If you're like going in scared, you'll get like sucked in. But if you let go and like handle the snake. Ride the snake, as Jim Morrison says. We got to ride the snake.
I thought about you and Jim Morrison yesterday when I was walking with Greg Fitzsimmons and
Jim Morrison, really?
Yeah, I was thinking about when we saw the movie and they were in the what's that area with the
Over
water.
Venice Beach, the canals.
In the canals.
Oh.
I was like, oh, I wish Todd. We got to walk there more. It's so
I know.
cute there.
That's our favorite spot too.
But honestly, you're just gazing into rich people's houses. Where you're like, is this
and
worth
it's
money?
so creepy when you rewatch it now. That scene is so creepy.
Because he climbs in the window.
He climbs into her window and he's like, "Hey, come!" And she has a boyfriend, and he's like, "Hey."
Is that true though, or is that just made up?
That's how he met her. He met her. There was a party going on, and he like jumped into the window during the party and was like, "I'm Jim."
That's so fun to crash a party on the canals.
I know. I went to a party in the canals when I first moved here.
You did? What happened?
It was right next door to the South Park guy. What's his name that lives there? Matt Stone or Trey?
Yeah, I don't know which one. Matt Stone, I think lives. No, wait, I think it is
Matt Stone.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
I wore a necklace made of nickel 2 weeks ago, and my neck is still. I'm like have not stopped scratching.
You got nickel neck.
I have nickel neck. I need to give the nickel back. No, but I read it could take up to 4 weeks to stop itching.
Oh my god.
Well, I got scared. I was like, is this in my head? Is this from the acid trip? I'm just like itching and there's snakes all over me.
But yeah, so we have a Brazilian rainbow
and it's
boa.
but they don't know that we have it because you returned it. But then what happened was he told me that he got it for me, and I felt so guilty. I was riddled with guilt for the entire night. And then he picked me up from the airport, and he just wanted to go home and watch the Cowboys game. And I was like, no, we're driving back to the reptile store and going to get it.
I go to the reptile store, I get it, and then I call him because I'm like, oh man, am I going to be able to get a refund? And he's like, well, what's wrong with the snake? I was like, nothing. It's not the one she wanted. So I just want to know if I could just
blaming me, victim shaming.
I was wondering if I could just, give it back. And he's like, well, we don't give refunds. But then he gave me store credit. So I got the store credit. And listen, it's the reptile store. I'm going to spend.
He goes every day. He's been there twice today. He goes there every day. He's obsessed.
So
Todd's
I was fine with the
has
store
a sickness.
Yeah, it looked like these start around $400 these days.
Yeah, it was about $400.
Yeah, so I returned it. He gives me the store credit.
This is why he gets a job. I still pay the rent. He's got stuff to buy.
I get back and he's like, well, we got to go back and get it. And I'm like, oh.
He doesn't want to drive. Todd has the best temperament throughout life, unless he is in traffic, and especially in traffic at the airport. It's like his worst nightmare. Not that it's not everyone's, but like I'm telling you, he's always happy otherwise. Or at the airport. Like Todd he saves all of his angst for those moments.
For the airport, yes.
So he's like, I just want to go home. And I'm like, if someone gets my snake, I'm going to lose my mind. Like I was thinking about the snake had come into our house and became a part of our family. And then I'd abandoned it. And I felt like such a bad mother.
And it was a rainbow snake.
And it was a rainbow snake. How cute.
So a Brazilian rainbow boa is a snake. It's like a bright orange. It's got like really bright orange spots. But when you put him in the light, their skin also does like a rainbow iridescence. It's like
iridescent. So beautiful.
That's so cool.
So they're like one of the most beautiful snakes.
Yeah, our snakes are really cute.
We do have the best.
Should we tell all the names?
What, my Mexican black king snake?
Yeah.
Is Juan Carlos.
We named after we named him after the guy, the custodian at the
daytime custodian at
the comedy store we love so much.
He's the man.
So precious.
Yeah, Juan Carlos is the best. And then we have the hognose snake, which is really cool. People are really jealous of that one.
I made Todd get that one, and we named him Corky. You could figure out why.
B-Fix said his girlfriend was like, I want a hognose snake. And then I was talking to him, and he was like, yeah, my girlfriend wants a hognose snake for some reason. I was like, I literally just posted a video of it eating. And he was like, that's why. He's like, oh shit, that's why.
I'm very supportive of reptile ownership. I do think it's really cute. It's not only is it like a fun hobby, but you are like learning about nature.
It's almost like, and the way I make like the include, it's like art. So it's like having like a living art piece.
But you've gotten addicted to making more. So then you're like, oh, I'll get another reptile and I get to make a whole new thing. It feels
like an art addiction too, where I'm like, oh, I want to get like, like the rainbow boa. It's like, oh, I want to have like a rainbow snake, and they live in like.
So basically, if you think about it, artists are just wasteful people, and they're just creating too much trash for us all.
And Serpa Design, he makes
Serpa.
We got to get Serpa.
We have a gecko named after him that's named Tanner. What's our other snake's name?
Corky is the hognose.
Oh, we haven't named the champagne one yet, right?
And the champagne one, we don't know what the name is. And Annie doesn't like the name Prosecco. I like that name. He's like, it's hack.
It's hack, and also she bit you, so it should be something more about biting.
It's a champagne python.
Todd's
Guys, write in the comments what we should name our champagne morph ball python.
Corn starch.
Todd's like, this, Todd's like, corny and corky. Todd's like, this snake will never bite me. He's like being so cocky. He's like, she'll never bite me. You know, like when people show snakes, they like grip the whole body up. Like,
Yeah.
never gonna bite me. And then 5 minutes later, he showed me the
It really, like when I say this, I'm not trying to be like tough. It really did not hurt at all. It's so weird.
You kind of get nerdier when you talk about this stuff too. You get nasalier.
I become
and you're
Serpa.
like, you like stumble over your words. You're like,
I become a little autistic.
Well, one of the guys we watch, what's his name? The bald guy who used to be a bodybuilder. Did you know that?
Oh, Adam Wickens.
Did you know he used to be a bodybuilder?
Yes,
That
I
is
know that.
literally the funniest thing. Because Todd has these on,
He
and
follows you.
I was like going to obviously brag about that. Did you think there was anything else I wanted to talk about? I love his shiny head. No, he follows me. The coolest thing about this guy is he follows me. But,
Adam Wickens. If you guys know Adam Wickens, send this to Adam Wickens. He'll love it.
But he was doing like a Athletic Greens or some sort of an ad for something. And he's like, before I was this guy, and he was a bodybuilder. But that's such a perfect example of the obsession. Like these people are sick. These are a sick
lot of
breed
them are
people.
drug addicts. A lot of them are recovering
Oh
alcoholics.
my God! Who's the guy with the cobras?
Tyler Nolan. He's my new favorite.
Tyler Nolan's so cute.
He's so cool. His family's so
His
cute.
family's so cute. They're just like this like Florida kind of like
Florida
cool
scumbags.
like redneck family. But we watched his finger get bit by a cobra and then disintegrate.
You could see like the bone in his finger. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really wild. Stop buying every oil, cream, and lotion the Insta influencers are hawking. If you're looking to reduce the signs of aging, check out OneSkin. Look, who are you going to trust? People that I've worked on? I have never had a needle in my face, unless we're including Todd's wee-wee. I have never had anything done. I said wee-wee, and that's French for yes, yes. I am pure. I have virgin skin, okay? Which is also what we call Todd's wee-wee. But I love OneSkin. You have to trust me. I'm the one skin to trust.
One of my favorite things about OneSkin is that it was created by a team of 4 female PhD
and
level
you know Todd is
longevity scientists.
Todd is only supporting female-run businesses.
And they've studied the biology of aging for over 15 years. Isn't that crazy?
How old are these women? You know they know, because if they've been doing this for 15 years, that means they're dealing with aging themselves. And as a 40-year-old, I don't usually say this. I am 40 years old. And I think I look great. I think I look amazing. And a lot of it has to do with OneSkin. So trust me, trust my skin, trust my lover.
Trust your kin.
My kin.
Wow.
Yep. My frozen embryos also use this. My kids are going to come out very smooth.
Well, after testing thousands of peptides, they found OS1. The OS1 peptide is scientifically proven to target aged cells and reduces the biological age of skin by several years.
Listen, honestly, I want Todd to take the opposite thing. I'm trying to suck the peptides out of him so he can look my age. But I will say peptides are all the rage right now. Peptides are in everything. There's something to do with protein and peptides. I don't really know, but everything I listen to and kind of half listen to, it's about peptides and peptides and peptides. I take peptides. I inject myself with peptides. I don't know what they do.
Her middle name is actually Peptide. Her name is Annie Peptide Lederman.
That's right. I put a little peptide in my step, if you know what I mean. So this is amazing that I can also have peptide on my face. In a 12-week clinical study, 87% of users had less wrinkles and 95.5% had even more firmness in their skin. The results speak for themselves.
I love firm skin.
Well, I hope you don't love it that much. I love a firm skin. There's a spot Todd likes.
Oh yeah, a nice firm spot.
There's this firm spot Todd's really into. OneSkin is for everyone who wants to prevent or reverse the signs of aging with a groundbreaking approach. OneSkin addresses skin health at a molecular level, targeting the root causes of aging so skin behaves, feels, and appears younger. Okay? It's time for you to experience a new skin health routine at a discounted rate today. Get 15% off with the code Annie at oneskin.co. That's 15% off at oneskin.co with code Annie. We only have one body, one skin, and only you can choose to make it better. Age healthy with OneSkin. Todd's feet stink.
My feet are not stinky.
They're disgusting. They're nasty.
Your feet smell.
No.
And if your feet smell bad, you know the struggle.
Constantly sprinkling powder in your shoes. I don't know what kind it is. Better not be sprinkling my powder in your
You
shoes.
put cornstarch in there. I see you. All I know is you're feeling self-conscious when summer rolls around.
Remind me cornstarch. Not anymore. Lume is the world's best whole body deodorant, which means you can use it on your pits, your feet, and even your privates. Okay, which I actually call my pits. I call it the pits of HELL. Is what I call it. And I let Todd put his demon inside it sometimes.
Oh my goodness.
But sometimes you got to put this right in between his demon snake and the eggs, the 2 demon eggs. You got to put it in that little grundle area.
And below the demon egg.
And below in his pits of HELL.
Well, I'll tell you what I love, Lume. I love rubbing that stuff all over my body.
Oh, I love it. Sometimes we put it
keeps
on
all
each
the
other.
stank inside, not outside.
Sometimes we put it on each other and we kind of like smush around. Sometimes I put it on myself and then I put so much on. I go, you know what? I think I have enough for you. So he brings his bare body over and we just kind of rub.
It's like kissing chapstick.
If you guys watched that
Yes.
Gareth episode, you guys would understand how much we love this stuff.
And I brought in this is not a lie. We have 72 of these. One for each hour it lasts of odor control. We have, I'm not even kidding. We have so many.
Why don't you spread that all over yourself? Maybe it'll cool you down.
Oh my God. It smells so good. Guys, get this and you. I'm
Ooh, it
shocked.
smells like a summer day.
Every time I smell it. This is the one you have, right?
Yeah, I've had a couple of them, but which one? The burnt? What is that called?
Yeah,
Burnt
it's the
coconut.
toasted coconut.
Burnt toasted
Yeah,
coconut.
toasted
So
coconut.
good. Yeah.
I know. I just want to say burned too.
Yeah.
Now, do you have this one or the one with the
I've had the
the
lotion.
release?
The it's like lotion.
This is the king.
You
All
like
of
that
them
one
are
better?
good. This is the king. Oh my God.
I
it's
bet
so
it rips because
good.
I love the lotion.
Well, I
That's so
heard Lume
good.
is an aluminum-free, baking-soda-free, paraben-free, and pH balance for sale below the belt use.
You know what I like that kind of tricked you because Lume sounds like aluminum. Like there's
That's
so
the
much
trick.
aluminum in
That's
here, but
what
I
it
love that
gets.
it's actually reverse psychology. There's no aluminum in this. It's very good for you. It smells so literally. I wish I could show you how much of my armpit had stuff on it,
There's
but
a lot of stuff on it.
it was from the shirt I was wearing earlier.
So whether you have smelly
Oh, don't be
feet,
mad at me. Everyone can tell
I'm
you're mad at me.
reading. So whether you have smelly feet, smelly under boobs, or smelly butt crack, Lume has you covered with
Let
their
me tell
solid
you.
stick deodorant, cream deodorant, and even deodorant wipes.
You know, I got to tell you something. Todd's underboob getting very sweaty these days. All the McDonald's, all the Taco Bell.
When Annie's laying in bed and she's
All the
laying with her butt
Wandies.
towards me and she's asleep, I actually take the toasted coconut and I scrape up her butt crack.
What'd you
And I
find in my
smell
butt
better.
crack today?
I found
He keeps finding stuff in my butthole. He's been doing a lot of spelunking in my hole, if you know
See
what
a
I
lot
mean.
of little. It's like The Office in there. It's got a lot of paper.
But guys, yeah, it's Dunder Mifflin down there. It's Dunder Mufflin. Now, I need you guys to get this specific one. It's the whole body deodorant for pits, privates, and beyond. Smooth, solid, toasted coconut in the 2.6 ounce. I need you guys to get this
Send
Do
a
the
picture
sniff
to us.
and just
Send it-
comment below. It's so good. And
Send
you'll
it to
see
the.
that I ain't lying.
Send it to the Welcome to Anniewood Instagram page. If you haven't been following it, follow it.
Lume Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like a mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for our listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lume Starter Pack with the code Annie5 at lumedeodorant.com. That's over 40% off your starter pack when you visit lumedeodorant.com and use code Annie5. Lumedeodorant.com, code Annie5.
Check it out.
My trainer, by the way, that's my trainer's back in town. Ripped and Rich is in full form.
It's back in town.
Getting my hormones balanced because I was very mad about that snake. Well, I told Todd and he was like, what am I going to say to the reptile guys? I'm like, just say you have a crazy girlfriend. The fact that you have a girlfriend is so shocking to them, I'm sure. And this is also what I've been saying. Like, Todd has picked the best hobby for like a stay-at-home husband. Like, I'm going on the road and stuff. His other main hobby is poker, where it's like he's going to the Hustler Casino. I found a thing for the Hustler Casino when I came back once. I was like, what the hell have you been up to? I had no clue what it was. I'm like, oh my God, my good boy's cheating on me.
Yeah, and then
so we know he's not cheating on me. Imagine a girl coming back to a reptile house being like,
how about shout out to Max from the reptile store.
We love Max at the reptile store.
He's our boy. He's my reptile go-to.
He's your guru.
I go there and he's always like, bro, there's this new reptile.
He doesn't have any though. He doesn't
have any though. He's got to get them.
They're living their life.
But he takes care of them. I mean, he goes to rich people's house and takes care of them.
Takes care of them?
Uh-huh. He said he went to this rich person's house in Calabasas and they had like these $6,000 skinks, 2 of them.
Really? Why are they $6,000?
Because they're prehensile tail skinks or monkey tail skinks.
And they curls?
They curl and they're very social.
Oh, let's get rid of Arnold. I want a social one.
They're expense.
Don't look at me like, look, this next time I go to town, he's going to buy one. He's giving me the look.
I can't even afford a prehensile tail skink.
Guys, that's why you really need to buy our things that we're saying though. I feel like there's a lot of like news coming out about podcasts and ads and stuff. I just want to be clear. We're not in that income bracket that they're talking about. I feel like I'm really happy that this podcaster is coming out and speaking his truth about these scams that are going on with ad companies and with production companies and stuff like that, because we've seen it too. But our ad company's not like that. And we're not, I'm like, dude, you're making it look like, we're all making millions of dollars. It's like,
well, it strikes a chord with me because, you know, as you guys know, I'm a very successful editor, and it chaps my ass that these guys could just come in here and think they could just take over the post-production scene.
That what that
and
media
they don't
was
even
doing?
know what the hell they do. They don't even know what they're doing, and they just scam and rip people off.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these people will like either take a percentage or whatever. And then they're like, oh, we'll do the editing, stuff like that. It's like, if you look at like the successful ones, there's not that many people working on them. Or like at your mom's house, that's their company. They own it. So these people are like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like outsourcing and paying out. And then it's like a need for more money that it's like,
yeah,
Todd does everything for this show. And it's not easy work, but it's doable.
It's like, imagine if I was Walker Media. I didn't know you, but I was like, hey, I'll do your podcast. I'm Walker Media. I'm like the #1 podcast producer. I'll take care of you. And then I do what like Mike Evans is doing, is like switching cameras. I'm in the room. I get to like hang out with the comedians. And
yeah,
be like,
they always put a camera on themselves too. You notice how there's always a camera on them?
And then imagine if I was like, after I switched all the cameras and everything and literally just recorded it, I hired out someone to edit it, hired out someone to make the clips, hired out someone to post it, hired out someone to distribute it, hired out someone to get the ads, and now I'm paying all this money to do all this.
Even though you're making bank.
And then but now I'm making no money because I'm paying out everyone to do it, because I said that I knew how to do all this stuff.
But I just
hired the people that know how to do it. And now I have no money, and then I have to like skim from people. And that's what I feel like you're seeing a lot of. It's that plus all the like with the company that they were talking about.
The ads.
Yeah. Well, no, they also do those guarantee deals with other people where they guarantee people money and then they can't pay the people that they have percentages with.
Well, I've just worked with people and you're like, hey, can I get this clip? They're the person that does the clip, like that. They're making a large sum of money to do that. And they'll be like, we're on vacation. Like, why? And I'm like, wait, what? Like, first of all, I don't need to know where you are located right now in the world. It's just the person I go to whose job it is to do that is like you. So even if you're on vacation, wouldn't you just delegate that out to someone else? But what it turns out is it's that a lot of these people are paying an editor like probably an hourly rate. So they only just do everything really fast. So it's like they're not going to go back and ask for more things.
Yeah, exactly.
But all the current things that I'm working on are good.
What current thing?
Currently, I feel happy with the things that I'm dealing with.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I want to make that clear. It's not what I'm working with right now that I'm talking about. But it is, it's like it's just a weird thing that's going on. But it's
I'm glad people are starting to realize the scam of it, because a lot of we've been witnessing the scams going on and we can't really say anything. And it's like,
well, I also don't want to, like, it's not really like, it's like, I don't want you guys to be burdened with some like weird behind the things, but I did want to address that, like, when said person started talking about said company and stuff, he did make it seem like we all are making millions of dollars. I want to be clear, like, I'm not in that bracket. When I say ripped and rich, we're manifesting, we're having fun. We don't own a house.
We're manifesting.
We're doing
abs.
great. Look, we're doing great. We love our ads. Everything's good. Like, we're not complaining. We're doing our art. We're living our lives. But please, guys, we still need you to buy your Lume, okay? We still need you to be in on it and stuff. It's you know, it's a pleasure to do this job and I love it. But I'm like, when he said those numbers, I was like, chill, dude.
I know. Those are some good numbers.
Yeah.
And you know, there is like the companies, they do distribute well, but it's like that's something that you could just learn how to do on your own.
But nobody wants to learn it. It's
No
like
one
the
wants
thing
to
is,
learn it.
but the thing is, I think that like you can be one of these companies that's like, I do all these things and delegate out and everything, but you just have to get the stuff done. And it can't be like,
You can't. It's too much money.
It's too much money out. You have
to
to learn
pay
how to
all
do
those
it.
people. You have to learn how to do it.
But
If
it's
you're
like-
going to start the company, you have to learn how to do it.
it's a weird world. And there's like little pockets of ways to make lots of money. And I can understand where people that don't want to be the talent can see ways to take people that already have heat on them and make a little money off of them. But if you're helping move things forward, yay. If you're holding people back because you've delegated out too much stuff or you've just lied about what your abilities are, then it's like you're just ruining everyone's chance of making money anyways. It's so boring.
But that's the way it is.
You guys don't need to hear this.
Anyways, you guys hear about Russell Brand? What the heck is going on with that guy?
Guys, I have been watching so much Piers Morgan today. I was watching Piers Morgan all
He's
day
like,
long.
Russell, I'm very good friends with Russell. I don't
He's
know
like,
what's
I've known
going
him a
on.
million years. I think I have.
Yeah, that's some
Um,
crazy
It
shit.
was interesting. They had a lot of different people on, and it was a lot of like discussion
interesting.
about like how unfair it is to have like public opinion be the way to deal with things. But Piers Morgan kept making a good point about like the women going to the media is how Harvey Weinstein got locked up. But we were laughing because Harvey's the only one that's ever gotten in trouble. Like Harvey's got to be in prison. Like, are
He's
you
the
freaking?
only one that went to jail.
When Cosby got out, he's like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?"
Well, because the thing is, so Russell Brand was accused by just an anonymous woman on TV. What was it, BBC?
I don't
She
know.
was like, there's a man out there that he was getting extra naughty with me. He was up to some extreme naughtiness. And then Russell Brand's like, no, Your Honor, I have been down no naughtiness.
There's no Your Honor. This is all
There's
just
no
his
Your Honor.
podcast. But the woman is just like, you see her from behind and it's like, it's either like a shadow or it's like a woman
Or
with
it's just
like a
like
wig.
her lips.
So Todd's theory is that it's just Russell Brand dressed up
Oh, I
trying to
think it's
bring
Russell
scandal.
Brand doing this. Listen, I've been on Rumble a lot lately. Not because I'm watching like some like crazy
They call him
right
Russell
wing.
Scanned.
I've been watching like there's this channel called Dads Against Predators 2K20. One of the best channels out there.
Is that the one with the big J?
Yeah, Big J's.
You guys, Big J.
I've been watching like these guys catch predators.
They caught Big J was with these guys and they caught a CP. Oh wait, that's
CP is
that works, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Not a cerebral palsy. And they grabbed him by the wheelchair. They can CP
finally
too.
got him.
CPs can CP too. But they made this guy like jump up and down and promote Jay's special. It's like
That
one of
was
the funniest
so
things I've ever seen.
He was like, yes, I'm a pedophile, and go watch Big J special Dog Belly.
It's so funny.
But yeah, I've been watching a ton of that. And then in my suggested, I get a bunch of Russell Brand clips, and I'll click on it, see what the old Brand is up to.
Here's the thing. I find Russell Brand both annoying and awesome at the same time. I like him and I don't like him.
The thing is, you click on it, and he's like, the mainstream media is only here to scare the shit
then
out
it's
of
like,
you.
tell us what else.
And then, so you better stop listening to it, or else you're going to be turned into a monster, and yet the whole world is ending.
He's like, they just use clickbait, and then it's like media killing people. You're like,
He's just like, you watch and you're like, I'm scared of everything right now. And he's like, they're trying to scare you.
well, it's
You're
like, give a solution, maybe. He's like, wake up. It's like, we're awake. What are we doing next? Oh, wait, the episode's over. Thanks,
Yeah.
Russ.
Yeah, he's just become that guy from Network. Remember that movie Network with Robert Duvall where he's like, I'm angry as hell. I need to do something about it. I want you to scream out your windows.
But
And
I
then
do
everyone
like.
goes, I'm angry.
Yeah.
I
He
do like
has
him.
that vision in his head.
I do like him, but then they are like, I'm watching all these old clips of him, and it's insufferable. Some of it is so annoying. You're like, oh my god.
But all his like ex-girlfriends came out and was like, or the people that he's hit on has come out and was like, he hit on me. I said I didn't want it, and he was very polite and
Right.
very, very like strict about it. Like, okay, no, I won't do. Which I can imagine being like, oh, Willy Wonka, blah blah blah, whatever.
He just goes
That's
like this
fine.
out the room. I mean, imagine that like he had that big knot. Remember when his hair used to be like a big knot?
Oh my god,
Oh,
that's
so
special. He had the
annoying.
special where his hair was like.
I'd be like, get your big ass hair out of my face. But it's a weird. Just the subject is
But
so.
yeah,
rough.
he was
It's
great in
weird.
forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Did you see Kristen Bell came out and was like, I had to tell him don't do any funny business with me.
No naughtiness with me.
But it is he is that annoying. Like he's like that. He was that annoying flirty. That was like his whole bit.
That's like every Englishman, by the way. If you're gonna do that, every Englishman.
Yeah,
has
you
to
know what
be.
Englishman did that? Jimmy Savile. He was always making those jokes too. Look how that turned out. But anyway, it's always a topic I hate, but I'm always on jury duty.
Yeah.
As an American citizen and a member of the comedy community, I am always on jury duty. It never ends. Why am I always putting on a blazer and carrying a suitcase to work?
But
Why?
listen, this will do nothing but help his career. I have a feeling that he did this on purpose because he's on Rumble so much that he's like, I think he was on Rumble
he
so much.
wanted a little bumble
and
in
he
Rumble.
said, and he went, what the bloody hell? Everyone on here has allegations. I'm going to need an allegation.
Oh, I need an
bother.
allegation.
He's going, oh, bother, I'm going to need an allegation. Someone whip something up for me. Tit-tat now. And then they got...
Grab a blonde wig. I've got this.
Grab me a wig, will you? All right. Russell Brand has been up to some extreme naughtiness, yes.
It's his accent the whole time. He's the interviewer too. Oh my God, it's so funny.
Yeah, just him dressed up.
I feel like we should have gotten you a scarf for when you were Russell Brand. That's like your...
I don't need a scarf. They know I'm talking like Russell Brand. Yes.
It's been
Crazy.
it's been a wild brandemic, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, this brandemic has been quite naughty, yes.
Yes, it's been very randy. He's quite randy.
It's quite awesome.
And then I know is what's his name mad at him for Russell Brand stealing his entire character?
Who? Michael Myers?
Yes.
Michael Myers was just doing.
It's like Steve Byrne, Dane Cook's essence kind of thing.
Yeah. Steve Byrne, that was who it was?
Dane Cook, it was like, yeah, he stole my essence. Remember?
He was talking about Steve Byrne?
I thought so.
That's
What
so
if I'm
funny.
wrong about that? Light
Is
me
there
up. Feel free.
anything less Dane Cook than Steve Byrne?
I mean, now it's making me question the info, but I think that's right.
Well, I've never seen it through that on wearing that hat. So I will put on a little hat and a scarf.
Tilly-tally, yeah.
A scarf, and I will say, no, nobody says no to me. Move your panties to the side and let's go. But who knows? I've been on the other side of that, so you never know. But
yes. Christopher Robin is very upset with you, Russell. That's Winnie the Pooh upset with Russell Brand. Oh, bother. Christopher Robin is very upset with your naughtiness.
That's good. That's cute. I like your little Winnie the Pooh. Now take your pants off and leave your shirt on.
Isn't it funny? English cartoons are so funny.
They're like tiddly taddly.
They're like, oh, I'm sad today.
I'm Paddington Bear. I lost a button. It's like the whole movie is him trying to find a button. You're like, what the hell's going
And then
on?
American cartoons like, I'm on crack. And they're like,
They're shooting stuff at each other. They're like, look at this ball that never stops spinning.
American cartoons are always fighting crime.
Well, I saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie and I hated it so much. I hated every single thing about it. April.
I don't know why. Everyone loves it.
April looked more like Munch, if you know what I mean. I mean, March.
Oh my goodness.
April looked a little balloon. I mean, June.
Little Izzy.
Yeah, she looked like a little Izzy from the
Big
Big Brother. By the way, Big Brother is still slapping, guys.
Oh.
This season of Big Brother
you're
is
watching it?
All
so
the way up.
absolutely beautiful. This is the best casting. I
It's
went on
so
TikTok.
funny.
People are complaining about this season. Like, this is the worst season ever. I'm like, you guys are
What?
losers.
Really?
Losers.
I was dying
It's
laughing.
the best.
There was a couple episodes ago, Miss Felicia was
Miss
talking.
Felicia is my
Miss
queen.
Felicia was talking in her sleep, and I was dying laughing.
You know what it was?
She was going, oh no, stop, no.
I feel like maybe she saw the Dark Man.
And I was like, what dream is this fucking woman having?
But it's also funny they didn't vote her out just for that. Like, just
I
for
would
the
have voted her out
creepiness.
immediately. I would have petitioned around the house. I'd be like, yo, Miss Felicia's got to go. I just heard her say some weird
She
shit.
is so amazing. She's so
She
funny.
is
She's
the
like,
best. I like
bye-bye,
don't want her to leave.
she's like, the way Cameron treated us was just, she popped her tooth out in an episode.
That is so good.
She's like,
Miss Felicia.
Miss Felicia took her tooth right out of her mouth.
Oh my god! And Cameron,
She started wishing.
Cameron thought Miss Felicia. He was like, I think I know what a secret alliance is in this house.
Did you
And
see this part?
you see that? He was like, who is it? He's like, Miss Felicia is Denzel's sister.
It's like so
And it was
weird. It's like the
what?
most
And it
random.
was like, think about it. Think about it next time you see her.
They
Her
always say
mannerisms.
shush weird.
That was a while ago. In
Didn't you
hindsight,
watch
that
it?
was Cam?
Yeah, that was
What a
Cam.
dumb fuck.
I
That's
know.
so funny,
There's
dude.
some stuff about Cam that people don't like, but I am starting to really like Cam.
Cam's coming around.
Yeah.
Cam's easier to pout when you consider that he was in Afghanistan for some time.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah,
cute.
yeah, he was
Good for him.
Yeah.
Well, I think America doesn't like him.
really come
But
around
also,
to-
there's a lot of characters that are so good in it. What's his name? What's the kid that's dating America now?
Oh yeah, Corey.
Corey
His
is like
character
becoming a
arc-
man in front of
Yeah,
us.
his
We're like,
character
oh.
arc is so awesome.
Yeah, dude.
He's like getting laid. He got the hot girl. She's like way out of his league.
He's arguing with like the
And
big
he's
black guy.
He handled it well.
He
He
did.
handled it well. Like America was like coming onto him. He was like,
He's growing out his mustache.
Well, I
he's
knew
not
he'd be.
telling her the secrets.
I knew he'd be sneaky because, like, when they're talking about, like, in that, like, episode 1 kind of special where they run down the cast,
He's
it's like
a speaker. Yeah,
he's
right?
like the most he's like the competitions he's won.
He's
He's like
like
the
a
most
debater.
persuasive man in America.
Yeah.
But he could still be a dork and be a debater. He's like becoming like,
He's getting cool.
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like
America's
Kaiser.
like making him like, he's like, okay, I got the girl.
Yeah.
He's like Kaiser Sose. Like all of a sudden his foot goes forward. He's like, I wasn't a nerd the whole time. He's really cool. America's like on it. She's the only one that sees Suri as or I guess not now, but
Yeah.
and then Jared is just lying like a champion.
Wow.
Jared is lying so hard. I am actually impressed. Like people are mad at him on TikTok. I'm like, Jared's a king. Like Jared, first of all, is very openly cheating on his girlfriend in a way that's
On TV?
in a way that is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, it is
Unreal.
just a blatant. Like there is a woman you've been dating for 8 years that is just watching from home. Then I saw there was like a clip I saw on TikTok from the live feeds where he became HOH, and when you're HOH, you get like letters from home, and he's like, where's the letter from my girlfriend? Like he's like so surprised that his girlfriend didn't send him a letter.
Oh yeah, I wonder why.
Like you're done, dude.
Dude.
And
Yeah.
his mom is like, you
Uh,
love this girl? You love this girl, Blue?
I was
Did you
in,
change your black sign
You
halfway
love this
through?
girl, Blue? Shit.
oh, first of all,
You're
I was
Asian, you can do it.
I was in America the whole time. We didn't give that much. That deserved more. That was very funny.
Oh, yeah.
And also, oh wait, shit. What did you just say? Sorry, now I'm ADD. Just forgetting it. What was the last thing you said about?
The Suri is like, you're in love with this girl, Blue?
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Blue, red.
Oh, my neighbor, the apartment next door he's a camera operator for Big Brother. That's
Oh.
how I got into the show this year. I'd never watched it before. And
Is his
Really?
name Tristan?
his name is Steve.
Oh, okay, because we know
Um,
one too.
Yeah, old gay guy named Steve. He's lived in the building for 30 years next week. So
Well, they need to pay him more if he's living in the same building as you.
no, hey, you saw where I live. It's kind of cute up there.
Did I see it? I don't remember.
I don't know. You guys
blacked it
dropped me
out.
off,
I
but
blacked it
no, I
out.
I have the one affordable apartment
is
on a
nice.
really nice hill.
You are like the type of person that would just like accidentally give your full address out. Like, no. It's
Yeah, I'm still at a level where people would just, if anything, I would end up with good things. You know, anything you send me, I could probably use in some way. Anyway, I knew about Jared and Blue a little bit before it came out on TV because he came home and he's like, yeah, he's fine. And we don't know if we don't know what we're gonna do with the footage or how we're gonna play it into the show because we don't want to humiliate his.
Well,
he's got a baby mama and stuff. So
is there a baby?
Wow.
I believe so.
I was
don't
joking.
think so.
I was joking about he had a baby mama.
I don't think there's a kid.
Well, but they must have talked to, because he's like oblivious. Like, why is there no letters from home? It's like they must have asked him, like, hey, we don't want to destroy your life. Can we publish this? He's like, yeah, put it out.
Maybe he thought that they were editing it out.
Oh my
It's
God.
live. You're on a live stream though.
The
There's
live
no way.
stream,
That's
yeah.
the number one part about Big Brother is that you're 24/7.
And by the way,
being
the only reason I sign up for the live feeds is so I can try to catch people banging or jerking off.
I love those live streams.
How common is that?
It's
not as common as, but apparently Jared banged her.
Indeed.
And the condoms were gone and stuff.
The condom, Miss Felicia was like, where the condoms at?
She's like, I'm gonna find them.
She's like, where's those goddamn condoms?
Where's your condoms?
We in the kayak.
Where are those prophylactics? Now we're missing some prophylactics.
Yeah.
But
it's good.
just such a good season. It's really, I mean, I think they need to encourage people that are not morally sound in there. And they just say, please don't say a slur. That Florida guy would have been
that was
such.
so funny.
That Florida guy would have ended up, the guy who got booted for saying the N-word.
Right away, yeah.
That's so funny.
That was
would
wild.
have done so much more.
And the way he said it was so funny. He said, I'm in the cheese room, N-word. And they were like, and then Hyson was there. He was like, I'm just going to get out of here.
I know. And Corey was like, hey, can't
And
persuade
then he went up to Jared
my
and
way
he
out
was
of
like,
this one.
he's like, those guys are more mad than you are.
And Jared's like, yeah, you're going home.
Oh, God, dude.
He's like, when you go home, can you say hi to my girlfriend and I'm sorry? But anyway, what a good show. Julie Chen Mundez is after my own heart. God 101. Check out our podcast. She stood by her man. I'm sure she's on Russell Brand's side.
Anything else?
Drew Barrymore, I guess.
What happened with Drew?
Well, the strike is happening. The strike is going on.
Where's the strike gonna end, guys?
Guys, we got to end the strike. I've relapsed on murder so hard. I'm starting to watch ugly people's murders. I've gotten through all the hot people murders. We need to end the strike or start getting rid of some hotties again because I have gone obese, okay? I've gone to the point where like, was this a murder or natural causes?
I'm overlapping murders.
He's overlapping murders. He's listening, watching.
I've just been watching Explore With Us, a great channel. But then I listen to Mike Boudet's Sword and Scale, and I'll listen to Mike Boudet's Sword and Scale, be like, oh, I saw this on Explore With Us.
It
I know the
does
ending.
destroy my life, but it's so entertaining. And you're like, I need more murder. I need more murder. If there's no, Todd almost started crying when I was like, we got to stop watching murders. Like, there's nothing else to watch.
There's nothing left, okay?
That's all I
The
have.
writers ruined it.
It's like, guys, we got to get to the, and we won't blame the writers. Let's blame the heads. Give them their money. Give them some of your money.
What do they want? They want what? Cheez-Its or something?
Give them some grapevines. Give them some red vines. I
What do
mean,
they want? More vacations? All right, give them more vacations.
no, give them
What do you
back
want? Another
end.
Corvette? Give them another Corvette. God damn.
Give them streaming rights. Give them streaming rights. I cannot watch more murders. I'm losing my mind. It makes me depressed. I have been more anxious and upset since I've been watching Murder again. Is that right? And as I'm saying this, we're watching tonight and you're not taking this from me.
Watching what?
Because I'll tell you I'm not going to watch Murder. I'll go like, we got to quit Murder.
I'll
And then I
watch
put
it.
Murder on. He goes,
I've been
I
fiending.
thought you weren't going to watch. I'm like, no, we got to watch it.
I've been fiending.
Ooh.
All day. I've been seeing. There was one on my thumbnail said zombie family, something about a zombie family. I gotta watch that one.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's bad, you guys. It's bad. These are real lives. Anyway, don't watch Murder. Drew Barrymore canceled her show. She was shamed
What
into
show?
her. Okay, so she has the Drew Barrymore show. It's you don't know about
Oh
this?
yeah.
So she has a talk show, and she said, "I'm going to go back."
What writers are on that show? This is
You don't
another
think
thing.
that woman has writers?
This is another
I'm
thing
so
about
sorry.
writers.
You don't think Drew
Why?
Barrymore, the girl that's like, look at my sunflower. You don't think she has writers? Drew Barrymore's like winking. Drew Barrymore looks like Penny from Pee-wee's Playhouse. She's like, my eyes are made of pennies. She's like, squeak, squeak. Drew Barrymore, people got so mad at her. She's like, I'm gonna go back. I'm not gonna have writers, all that stuff. Where it's like, so Drew, it's just gonna be you. I honestly would have loved to see that train wreck. I think maybe they should put it on the live feeds on. We should just put her into Big Brother. We should just be like, instead of having Drew Barrymore come back, just throw her into Big Brother. She gets her own room. It's just She has nothing to do with the show. It's just when you get the live feeds, you can click over to one of the cameras and you can watch Drew Barrymore alone in a room, just like playing with like her hair, braiding her own hair. It's like, I love this braid in my hair. You have like this
That's
braid?
your Drew Barrymore impression?
Yeah, and it's a good one. And I very much like Drew Barrymore. She's awesome. She's like,
I like Drew.
She flashed her boobs to David Letterman. It's funny, but people are expecting this woman to be making wonderful sound decisions. She was literally in rehab at 12 years old. She was in rehab at 12 years old. She phoned home with ET, guys. This is how long this lady's been with us. It's crazy. Let her live. She can't. She went back on it. She was being a good girl. She's no longer a scab. She picked the scab off. We're all happy about it, but God, they really like attacked her.
Did you see Bill Maher posted? He was like, listen, we're gonna do Bill Maher, but we're not gonna do any of like the written segments. We're getting rid of like the monologue and the new rules and like the ending, the closing thing. So it's just gonna be like me talking with the panel, no writers on it. And then people just like shit all over.
Yeah.
We're so mad. And then he just posted something today and he was like, all right, we're not gonna come out with a new season.
He's like, I've never been this hated. He's like, I went to a bunch of religious places and told them God wasn't real, and they liked me more than the Hollywood writer now.
He was like, oh, I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but now apparently they're actually the new negotiations
he got yelled
on the
at
tunnel.
a lot, and then he changed his mind. It wasn't that the negotiations changed. Bill Maher, you think you doing something changed the negotiations?
He was like,
I think, okay, so the argument I think is because what Drew Barrymore and what's his name?
Bill
Maher were talking about was like, they're like, oh, we'll keep our employees being paid. But Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel are paying all of their employees out of pocket. So everyone from like
so
camera
they're still
people,
working.
They're not working, but they're getting paid.
Well,
they're paying them their salary. So Bill Maher and Drew
working.
Barrymore aren't doing that. And they're saying, we got to get back to work. And they're like, or you can just pay some of your big salary.
Those guys are living the life, huh?
Drew Barrymore has like a makeup line I saw at the CVS.
So if you work for Jimmy Kimmel, you're just on vacation right now, just chilling, going to
Don
Aruba?
Barris right now. Don Barris is banking.
Just going to Aruba, chilling on a beach, drinking
going to a rave.
Going to a rave.
But anyway, guys, the moral of the story is everybody should start a podcast because Theo Von's numbers are wild.
Just don't use any production companies.
No, yeah, anyway. This was like fun.
It was fun. We were all over the place. You guys learned a little bit about us, of what we've done in the past couple weeks.
If you like the episode, comment cornstarch below. Tell your friends.
We had a cornstarch story just thrown in the middle of.
It's good to have Mike Evans back. It's good to have Mike Evans back. It keeps us right off track. What I love about Mike is he keeps us completely off track the entire time, and that's such a good asset.
Guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell.
You ting 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 the bell. Guys, come see me on the road. I feel like people get bored with my dates, but I love you. I love performing for you. It's my absolute dream and honor. So come out.
Do you want to leave them with the inspirational?
Yeah.
We'll do inspiration.
Times are rough.
For the writers.
Mostly for the writers, but more for us, the consumers. Left to only see this throat slit and the body parts dismembered.
Oh my goodness. What is this, Explore With Us?
Explore with us on Anniewood. And know that tomorrow is another day and hopefully we'll get TV back.
Please, Lord, I don't want to have to pray for some girl with a beautiful smile that lit up a room to get murdered. I don't want that.
I don't want to tell girls to stop smiling because they're at risk.
Because
be ornery and unlikable and no one will take you out.
Because God knows that I love a missing girl.
We love a missing girl, and that's something that's true on Anniewood. And we shouldn't. We know we shouldn't, but we certainly do.
But if the writers start writing, maybe we don't need to know these missing girls.
And maybe the stabbers will stop stabbing. And we can all just watch the remake of MacGyver with the Asian guy in it.
There's an Asian MacGyver?
There's an Asian MacGyver.
Oh.
There's an Asian MacGyver. And Todd didn't know that, and that's why the writers had to go on strike. Guys, thank you for watching Anniewood. And do what Annie would. Click the bell, 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 bell.
Click that bell.
Come
Click
see
that
me
bell.
live. Come see me live and push that 5 times on the bell. Would that unsubscribe you to the bell? 6 times to the bell.
No, I think
Make
that's to
an
be odd. I
even
think that's to be an
number.
odd.
5 times on the bell. Come see me live in heck. Get Lume. Support the show. We really do. We love each other.
It's the meat and potatoes.
Welcome to Anniewood. This is the land of the Stannies, Annies, and Fannies, and all of the sleeping nannies. Yeah, welcome to Anniewood. This is the land of the Stannies, Annies, and Fannies, and all of the sleeping nannies. I'm gonna ayahuasca. I'm about to prosper. Blingy on my drinky, and Randy is living proper. Protector of the sink, she never let her fishes die. Never known to tell a lie, she even fixed Todd's eyes. Shout out to the slugs, shout out Woody's too. Shout out Esther and Kalila and the Anniewood crew. Cause this is Anniewood, you know that this is how I'm living. Real and never pretending shit, you know that it's a gift. Welcome to Anniewood. This is the land of the Stannies, Annies, and Fannies, and all of the sleeping nannies.